Hello everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Locked in Science. I'm Ryan, and this is...
Tabitha.
And we're here today with a couple more really cool science experiments that you can do at home with stuff that you have at home. So we have something cool today, and we are going to talk about magnetic food. Can food be magnetic?
No.
Yes, it can. And that's what we're going to learn about today. So, what you need are some straws, like this. This is like a coffee stir, but you can use a proper straw if you want. We need some sort of string. I'm using fishing line over here that we use for craft projects and stuff like that, which works, but anything thin, thread, something like that. You will need grapes, or if you have a very strong magnet, apples also work. Did you just untie that from there? Oh, all right. You need Cheerios or any kind of cereal that's high in iron. It's like iron fortified or something like that. And magnets. So these are super strong magnets. These
you
are.
Can't even take them off. I can't even get them.
I know, they're really hard. These are neodymium magnets. And they are incredibly strong. And if you're gonna want like a pretty strong magnet to use these. You can buy these on Amazon for like $5, a set of these. So the first thing you're gonna do is take your straw, right? You got your straw tabs, right? And you're gonna need your fishing line. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie it around the center
of the straw.
Exactly. Thank you. And make sure that it's in there. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly in the center. We can reorient it in a little bit. Once it's already tied on there. And I'm going to do a double knot. Just because fishing line sometimes.
Why is it called a fishing line?
Because it's what you put on a fishing pole, sweetheart, if you're going fishing. But you can also use it to sew things that are hard. Really hard to sew.
Okay, that's magnetic.
Yep, the stovetop is magnetic. Okay, and so what you want to do is have it sort of be able to hold up that, and we'll recenter it once we hang it, so you don't have to worry about that yet. Now, we need to take 2 grapes. Can you take 2 grapes for me? Nice big ones. Here, you can take the whole thing out. One. Just so that there's more surface area to react with. Okay, 2 grapes, and you're going to stick them. Now, if you're doing this with apples, you'll do the same thing. Stick them on either end of the straw. See, we'd stick the straw right into
the
grape. Exactly.
Oh, how is it magnetic food?
Well, I'll show you. You can talk to Mama. I don't think Mama wants to be on camera, though. Do you?
No, thank you.
Okay.
What's this?
Yes, that's very magnetic. Okay, so then what you want to do is hang this somewhere. Now, I'm actually going to, just because we're here, I'm going to stick it in the door of the microwave so that I don't have to tie it to anything. And it should hang. And that should make it a pretty good...
What are the magnets for?
The magnets? Well, they're going to show us how these grapes are magnetic. Okay, so you can see over here that my grape is hanging and is pretty balanced. Can I see this? And so what we do is you take your magnet and you move it near the grape, right? And what you're going to do is actually repel, there we go, the grape. So as I move the magnet toward it, the grape is going to move around. And what's happening, here, we'll stop it a little bit. What's happening is that a grape is called diamagnetic material, meaning it's not actually magnetic, but when you put a magnet near it, what it does is it creates a small electrical charge in the grape that reacts with the magnet. And so as we move this around, we can chase the grape with the magnet, and it'll keep moving around, repelled by our magnet. Isn't that cool?
Look what I stole.
Did you steal a Cheerio? So that's a really fun experiment to do. And the more magnets you have, so we only have 5 over here of these little magnets. But if you have a really big one, or if you have more of those magnets, it'll be more of a drastic effect. So you can push it and it will it'll go away a little bit more. But you're actually creating a chemical reaction inside the grape that's making it repel, which is pretty cool to see. But grapes aren't the only magnetic food that you have. Apples work well too, and sort of citrusy fruits. But you'll often have breakfast cereals, and on the cereal it'll say fortified with iron. And what that means is that you actually have little bits of iron filings that are in your cereal. So I took some Cheerios over here. Oh, you should probably eat that one. And I got a bowl with a little bit of water in it, a clear bowl with a little bit of water. And so I'm going to put some of these Cheerios in here. Okay? Cheerios are really high in iron. If you can Google online and it'll show you different kinds of breakfast cereals and what their iron content. It's not stealing if you tell me. Well, it kind of is, I guess. But they're also your Cheerios, so it's not really... Okay, so what we can do is if we use this magnet, the Cheerio, the iron filings inside the Cheerio will actually react to it. If you let this go for a while, I'll move the camera a little closer so you can see. If you let this go for a while, the filings may actually separate from the Cheerios. Oh, yeah. This is Baby Leopard, who's watching our show today, and she almost didn't see it. Okay, so we'll see if you can see in here. But what I do is I run the magnet right under the bowl, and as I move it, the Cheerios follow the magnet. Let's see.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll see if I can position my hands in a way.
Can I try?
Mm-hmm. I just want to show the camera. And as I move the magnet, the iron in the magnet in the Cheerios follows the magnet. And you can move it all the way around. Okay. Now it's Tabby's turn. You gotta move it slowly though so that they have time to follow it. Yeah. Isn't that cool? So, and you can test how much iron is in your food by how much. Now let's see if this will actually work. Hi, Baby Leopard. If I move the magnet away from the side to the side of this, sometimes you can catch little iron filings that will travel up the side. I don't think you can see it on here, but there's like a little bit of iron that's sort of crawling up the wall there with the magnet too, that comes right out of that cereal. And those are a couple of instances of magnetic food that you have in your very own kitchen. So do let us know if you decide to try it with apples, because it's really cool. And if you have bigger magnets, the effect is more drastic. Do you want to try it with apples? When we get more apples? I think we're out of apples right now. Yeah. Okay. We will see you very soon, Tuesdays at 6 o'clock for more Locked in Science. Bye, everybody.